Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today's word is musical. I feel like my first introduction to musicals was Grease. I feel like that's a lot of people's first introduction to musicals seems to be Grease. Everyone sees the film, or at least knows Grease Lightning. That seems to be pretty popular. That was like my first introduction to it. Then I did like Bugsy Malone and stuff at school, and that's where it all sort of took off from there. But even though I'm a huge musical theatre fan, and I've done a lot of musical theatre things, and I'm joining a musical theatre society at uni, I nearly said school, I'm not a huge musical theatre geek. So, geek, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think the word geek should be taken badly, but I don't want people to take offence to that. I haven't seen many. I should see a lot more. Millie, was the first time I ever saw Les Mis was this year, and Millie thought that was a crime. I've never seen things like Phantom. I've not seen a lot of the classics, basically. The ones that people are like, you have to see this. I haven't seen. Me and Mum started going to London when I was like 18. No, to be fair, it was before that. I was probably about 16, maybe 16, 17. 17, 18, I think it was actually. And we go like once a year to try and see something. So I've seen things like Lion King, We Will Rock You. And then I started going, so I've seen once some things that we already know about. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about today was things that I want to do, musicals that I want to do. First thing I want to do is musicals that are not very well known. So me and Beth, weeks ago, before I came over here, watched a video that was like top 10 comedy musicals, and we disagreed with a couple of them, like drastically. But there were a couple on there, and I even made a note of them on the phone that I wanted to look into them and I want to try and do them. I want to try and suggest them at uni and be like, can we do this? Or is there a way I can try and do this? Or even if I have to take it into like further life and be like, can I try and find someone that's doing this musical? So and to be honest, I don't know them, and I will get my phone out and I will check. But yeah, there are a couple of musicals that I really want to do that aren't very well known, and then there are a couple that I've done that I want to do again. Like I want to do Guys and Dolls again. And I'd like to do like an adult version of Bugsy Malone. I've had a thought about trying to make it an adult version and making it like proper gangsters. But I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to do that. So the two that we thought were Drowsy Chaperone and A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Both of those seemed really interesting and funny, and I really wanted to try and do those. Musicals that I really want to do because of the characters in them I want to play. So I really want to do Little Shop of Horrors. Anyone that knows anything about me knows I love Little Shop of Horrors. When I was at the stage thing earlier, they were like, so what musicals do everyone like? And I was like, Little Shop of Horrors, it kills me because the uni did that last year. So it kills me that they did that last year. And we saw a plant that you might see pop up on one of these shelves or something at some point. I saw a plant today that was pretty much Audrey 2. And I was like, do I burn some student loan on that? And I think the answer is yes, because I'm still talking about it. It's been like 5 hours. There was that. Then I really want to do Hairspray, and I want to play Edna. And I've always talked about being Edna. I've never thought about being anyone but Edna. And then Beth mentioned that I could probably do Corny Collins pretty well. And I always think I've got the wrong body type, but it's theatre, it's live theatre, and they don't always go with who looks like something and what looks like something. So you never know, it could be possible. And then I've always wanted to do Sweeney Todd. I'd love to play Sweeney, but I don't think I've got the voice for it. But I'd just like to be in Sweeney Todd, I think. I think I'd just enjoy that experience of being in Sweeney Todd because it's such a different type of musical. Not like the classic or like modern musical, because it's sort of operatic at times. Like I've seen opera societies do it, and I've seen musical theatre companies do it. So it's quite a balance of the two. And I think those are the main ones. Those are the main ones I really, really want to do at some point in my life. I'd like to try and help make a musical one day, I think. I don't think I'd ever be able to write one, but I'd like to be able to try and bounce ideas around. I like to think my improv skills are pretty good, so I'd like to think I'd be able to like help out improvising and throwing ideas out there. So yeah, I think that was the main point of this video. It's just things I want to do. I don't want to get myself to a point where I have a good range vocally and hopefully physically with dancing and things, and then being able to build on characters and things with my acting course. I'd like to make myself a half triple threat. I'd like to be able to sing, act, and at least pull off the dancing to a capable level. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about with musical, and I'm going to upset myself if I turn the camera off. Sometimes I turn the camera off and think, there was something else I wanted to say, but I think that was it. those are the main ones I want to do. I want to do those two that I've never heard of before that I want to do. And then obviously the scene ones that I've never seen. Something's coming up. Oh, the Friends musical's coming up to Southampton, so I'm interested in looking at that. So I might try and go and see that. And then I really want to go see things like Book of Mormon. What's the other one? Hamilton, obviously. I really want to see Showstoppers, improvised musical. Oh, it's just my baby. It's like my own little mind baby, all thrown into one. So yeah, there are quite a few I have not seen that I definitely should. And hopefully, in the next year or so, or 3 years, I'll have more opportunities to see that as student prices. And I'm surrounded, I've got 3 theatres. So in theory, I should be able to see at least a few of the ones I've never seen. I hope you enjoyed this video. We are so close to finishing this, and I've not missed a day, and I know it's going to happen at some point. I feel like the next few days I'm going to ruin this, but I can do it. I can. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow.